Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm Brian. This is MAGI Signals on a Saturday. This is being recorded, and we'll get it out to you no later than Sunday, so you have plenty of time with the data. Also, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and apologize for having our other channel shut down. Somehow, either I did breach the terms of service or somebody thought that I did and flagged me, but in any case, no warnings, no email, no way to remediate the situation. And when I said to YouTube, hey, I don't think we've done anything wrong here, they basically said, nope, we're not going to turn your channel back on. So somehow they think we've done something untoward. But let me remind everybody, we don't charge anything for this service. So we're not asking for money. You don't really need to give us any of your information at all. We don't really want it. We don't really need it unless, of course, you would like access to the shared file if and when we close it. Currently, it's completely open, so you can peruse it at will without even having to be whitelisted for it. So while it's completely and freely available, make use of it. And really what we're doing is challenging anyone in this space who trades, who does machine learning on the stock market, who does some sort of algorithmic trading, is intrigued with the application of machine learning. The data will be here. We are not getting data from anyone else. Are we making up the data? Do we have any machine learning at all? Well, you wouldn't know, and we're not really going to give you a whole lot of information because that's our proprietary secret sauce. We are generating all of this, and we're hoping that you will enjoy it, and you will review it, and you will leave comments and let us know what you think. Remember, we're not financial advisors. This is not financial advice. It's an experiment using machine learning on U.S. equities price action, and we publish the data before the trading week. That's how you know that we're actually getting some data here. So with that, we're going to go into the performance. Obviously, what we're doing is we're taking the reached, the grand total, less those that are still active and haven't reached their targets, and we're coming up with this success rate here, this accuracy rate. And if you take a look below, you can see that the puts short signals are almost at 91%, and the calls and longs are almost at 81%. This is going to be a very dynamic set of data because every single day I update the prices and some of these signals will expire. And so you're going to get a lot of different numbers here from day to day. Okay, let's go ahead into specific calls by triggered, puts by triggered. And what that really means is there's a date here, triggered price, and the date that it was run, and this date is the 14th here at the top left. The most recent ones are at the top, and the triggered price is the close price on that day, and in this case it was a Friday. Let's take a look at Adobe here. Adobe looks like it's got a 4.5% move as predicted by MAGI. We have ENPH in phase. Energy has a 6% move, which you can't really see. It's kind of off the screen there. There it is. All right, and we have Home Depot looks like it's got a big move up as well, predicted by MAGI. We have on the 13th, the day before, APD and Home Depot again. And I like seeing when these are triggered in multiple days successively. It gives me a sense of comfort. I don't even know statistically if that has any bearing on whether these things make their targets. I will say that if we go to the performance and we scroll down here, this was from last week, the 7th, the 6th, the 5th, the 31st here from the week before. And you can see how many of these are active or when they reached their target. So this is that reached date here that I put in. It's an international date string. So it's the 12th and 10th and 12th, the 7th, etc. And that gives you a sense of some of the performance by ticker. Now let's go ahead and go to the puts by triggered. Puts by triggered on the 14th here, 3% move for ADM, Archer Daniels Midland, Caterpillar, 2% move down. And we're looking at some others here for 1% moves. And we'll have a 3% move here in Intuit. We have MDT looking like a 2% move here. And this one is still active. ATO is still active at 1% move, and so that hasn't happened yet. And we will take a look at CRM also. We'll notice that CRM had 3 here on the 12th, had 3 of its moves as predicted, met on the 12th, and on the 13th, then the other 3 were met. That's how to read this chart. I noticed that I must have written something over or moved something somehow. It looks like this 33 really is supposed to be up here. And that's probably something I did on the other sheet. I've got this sheet here, sheet 3, where I have to update the price, and I may have scrolled over and hit something and screwed up the data, but I'll try to figure that out before you consume it. Let's take a look again here, and if we scroll down, you get a sense of these that have already met and these that are expired. So we expire the signal 20 days after it has been issued. So 20 trading days, not calendar days, 20 trading days. And that's important to notice because if you are looking at a position and it's going against you and you're looking at day 18 or whatever, the likelihood is that it will not meet its target in that 20 days, but it could meet it on the 20th day. Sometimes it's met it on the 23rd day, but the whole purpose of this is to have a machine predict what a move will be within 20 days and how accurate the machine can be in making that prediction. Machine says when a price reaches this level for this particular ticker, then this may happen within 20 days. And it's not really giving us an entry price per se. It's just saying when that ticker closes at this particular price, I look historically at what has happened with this stock and I'm seeing mathematical patterns, and I'm going to tell you I'm predicting a 2% move or a 3% move. And that's really the data that's showing you. It's not giving you entry prices or even exit prices. It's just saying that's what it sees. And for that reason, when I use the data, and I told you I would show you some performance, and I'll do that now. I need to find, okay, so here you can see in May, I bought some General Mills. I was experimenting with a futures play that I'm not even sure if that went my way or not. Here was another General Mills. So you could see that I bought a General Mills position. Here you can see the day earlier, another General Mills buy. I had sold some of HashiCorp. Looks like I had an Estee Lauder sell and First Solar sell. Let's look at the sell here for Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder 66.29 and First Solar 182.86. And let's go earlier in time to see what I bought them for. You can see I was buying more General Mills, so we really haven't seen the exit on that one. In fact, this one I can tell you right now was a trade that I'm still in. I've accumulated quite a bit of it, unfortunately, and it's gone well against me. So I'm like 5% down. So this is a real dog. This did not go my way, and it looks like I'm holding a bag there. The First Solar market sell, there's another one for 179.80. So we need to find what I bought that for. Well, here are some of the Estee Lauder buys, like this one here at 143.87, and this one for 144 and 146. I think I maybe lost on that one too. First Solar buy was 178.59. So there's the Estee Lauder sell at 147.31. I don't think I did it very well there. Although I remember I had 144s and 143s. So I might have made a little tiny bit, nothing special. But the First Solar sells 182. So, did pretty okay on that one. So I will say that, generally speaking, buying like this, fractional shares, is definitely not the way to go. What would be better is to set limit orders and determine where you think your tolerance is for stop losses also. So just a couple of proof points that I've actually traded these signals, and that it's kind of fun to do, and it might be profitable. I'll go ahead and leave a proper log next time, and it's a more kind of a controlled recorded experiment. All right, thanks so much for tuning in. We will see you next week, and with any luck we won't get shut down. Okay, thank you.